We've all been there, right? That deadline looming, that project piling up, and yet, you find yourself scrolling through social media, reorganizing your sock drawer, suddenly feeling the urge to bake a 3-tier cake, anything but tackling that task. You know you be working, but you just can't seem to make yourself do it. Listen, you are not alone. Procrastination isn't some character flaw or a sign that you're lazy. It's your brain, hardwired to protect you, playing some sneaky tricks on you. That's right, procrastination is a psychological trap. But here's the good news. Once you understand the psychology behind why you procrastinate, you can start to break free from it. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the science behind procrastination. And I'm going to give you actionable tools to conquer it, once and for all. Let's do this. Let's get one thing straight. Procrastination isn't about laziness, it's about fear. Think about it. What's the feeling you get right before you procrastinate? It's usually not excitement or joy, right? It's anxiety, overwhelm, maybe even a little dread. Your brain is wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. And guess what? To your brain, that uncomfortable feeling, that anxiety, that stress, it registers as pain. So what does your brain do? It tries to protect you by steering you away from the source of that pain and towards something that feels good, like checking your phone, watching a video, or cleaning the kitchen. It's a trap, because in that moment, you get a little hit of dopamine, a feel-good chemical in your brain. But here's the thing, that relief is temporary. The task is still there, the deadline is still looming, and now you've got even more stress because you're behind. One of the biggest reasons we procrastinate is that feeling of being overwhelmed. You look at a big project or a daunting task and your brain goes, nope, too much, can't deal, shutting down. But here's the key, you don't have to do it all at once. Think of it like climbing a mountain. If you stand at the bottom and look all the way up to the summit, it can feel impossible. But if you focus on just putting one foot in front of the other, on taking that next step, suddenly, it feels manageable. So how do you break down a task that feels overwhelming? Simple. Start by asking yourself, what's the smallest possible step I can take to get started? Not the first 3 steps, not the whole first chapter, just the smallest possible action. Maybe it's opening up the document and writing one sentence. Maybe it's sending one email. Maybe it's just gathering the materials you need. Once you start taking those small steps, you build momentum, and that momentum will carry you forward. The 2-minute rule, my secret weapon against procrastination. Okay, let me introduce you to one of my favorite tools for beating procrastination, the 2-minute rule. It's simple, it's effective, and it will change your life. Here's how it works. If you see a task that you can complete in 2 minutes or less, do it right now. Don't put it off, don't add it to your to-do list, just do it. Think about all the little things you do throughout the day that take 2 minutes or less. Answering an email, putting away your dishes, making your bed. These tasks seem insignificant on their own, but they add up. And when you let them pile up, they create a sense of overwhelm and chaos. The 2-minute rule helps you stay on top of those small tasks and prevents them from snowballing into a procrastination avalanche. So the next time you see a task that takes 2 minutes or less, don't even think about it, just do it. Hack your happiness, reward yourself, and address your emotions. Here's the thing about procrastination. It's often a symptom of something deeper. Sometimes we procrastinate because we're afraid of failing. Other times, it's because we're afraid of success. And sometimes it's because we're just plain exhausted or burnt out. The next time you find yourself procrastinating, hit the pause button and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What's really holding me back? Are you feeling overwhelmed, stressed, afraid? Identifying the emotion is the first step to reducing its power. Once you name it, you can start to address it. And remember, you've got to celebrate your wins along the way. Every time you overcome a procrastination hurdle, acknowledge your accomplishment. Outro, you've got this. Listen, procrastination is a habit, and just like any habit, it can be broken. It takes time, it takes effort, but I promise you, it's possible. Remember, you're not lazy, you're not a failure, you're not alone, you're human. And we all struggle with procrastination from time to time, so start small, be kind to yourself, and celebrate your progress along the way. Now I want to hear from you. What's your biggest procrastination trigger? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's help each other break free from procrastination. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tips and strategies to unlock your full potential.